Thank you, Dinesha. I think we probably all need a moment after that talk. I certainly do. And I think these last two sessions have both been incredibly emotive. But what they've told us is that it's about not making assumptions about what somebody else is going through, dealing with, how they show up at work, not assuming that something through your own perspective is what's driving maybe the lack of being able to respond as quickly to that email. Dinesha and I were talking before the start of this about some of the assumptions that have been imposed upon her and her experience by her work colleagues, from not taking the time to ask that simple question, to do that simple check-in that Amelia was talking about, and just getting to know our people so that they don't have to be burdened with an additional level of emotional labour or emotional concern. And that is our collective responsibility, and I think that's why we're all here today, and that's why we're all talking about the importance of continuing to think about our organisations and how we drive forward diversity, equity and inclusion. So now I'm just going to check in with you. Again, if you have any thoughts, if there are some key takeaways from the Bijingo session, from the passion and the emotive experience that Dinesha shared with us. Dinesha is absolutely amazing. Let's just stop there for a moment and take the moment. Thank you so much. Empathy, accountability and action, absolutely. This is about all of us as individuals coming together collectively and working in our organisations to find those small interactions that we need to have, to get to know each other better, to bring compassion to the workplace. And I think Dinesha said it so clearly. Our organisations are about humans. And in our industry, relationships are what drive our business. And relationships require that human interaction and that level of compassion. Resilience builds, absolutely. Being curious and human first. I think that was something that came through the Bijingo session. It's okay to be curious, but do it respectfully. Take the time to listen and listen actively. And I agree, I will check in if we have a carers policy. I don't know. I think that's definitely an action we can all take away. We think about some of the other policies, some of the other areas of focus that our firms have had. We've got some incredible resources that Diversity Project has been accumulating, not just this year. There's been a huge amount of resources delivered this year, but also in previous years. And I just encourage all of us and remind all of us that we can go and have a look at those resources and come back to our organisations and make sure that we're using them. So there's been a lot in these last few sessions about what we as individuals can do, but it's also what are our firms doing. And the next session is bringing together some information on the progress that all of our firms have made. Many of us as members of the Diverse Project in this room will have, and online, will have completed the Goals and Progress survey tool. And I'm delighted that Matt Cameron is going to now come up and share hopefully some of the progress that we have been making, but also highlight where there are areas to continue to focus as well. Matt, thank you.